Right, we've covered noise and grain issues in photos in the past in various parts of the website, but I want to just cover it again quickly here in the stock section. Noise comes in many shapes and forms. It can come in dark shaded areas like this if you overdevelop the image in post-processing. If you're pulling the details through, you're normally going to introduce noise and grain to the image. It can also come from shooting at high ISOs or with smaller APS size sensors. They tend to introduce quite a bit of noise. However you get noise, you need to get rid of it before you upload to stock agencies, in particular with the micro stock agencies, because they just don't like it. So rather than get your images rejected straight away, you might as well get hold of some software that can actually get rid of the noise for you first. Now, software like Photoshop, if you go into their filter system, will have noise and noise reduction abilities, but they're really not as good as the standalone products. I use Neat Image. There is another software package called Noise Ninja. There may be a couple of others out there now, but I've used Neat Image for years and I quite like it, and all my images have been accepted if I've run them through this first. So let's just have a look at these two images. They were taken with a Canon 5D Mark II, which isn't the best thing to use for illustrating noise because it's quite good at high ISOs, but I've taken two shots, one at 100 ISO, one at 800 ISO. So if we just increase these to 100%, which is exactly what the reviewers would do when checking for noise, and we'll look at that part of the window, and we'll do the same with the other one, 800 ISO. So we've got both bits of the window open at the side by side, and you can see here 100 ISO, as you'd expect, totally smooth. On the 800 ISO there's a little bit of noise being introduced, so we need to get rid of that noise. So we'll compare it to that when we've finished, but for now let's work on this image. I'm going to go to filter. No, sorry, I should just explain quickly that Neat Image is either a standalone product that works outside of Photoshop, or you can use it as a bolt-on within the filter section of Photoshop, which makes life a little bit easier. So let's go to filter, Neat Image, reduce noise, and it will bring the image up in the Neat Image interface. And there's various ways of profiling the image and setting your own calibrations and everything, but for complete ease of use, just go to click auto profile, and Neat Image will select a uniform area of noise where it can gather all the information about how much noise is there, and then once that's done it will set all the various filter settings. So if we go into there next, noise filter settings, you can see here it's set various amounts of noise reduction. But just to show you that, if we use the scroll wheel to go up to 100%, you can actually go up using these this bit here as well. But if we've got this open now 100%, in the noise filter settings section, if you left click the mouse and drag, you will get a square that will show you a preview of the noise and the noise reduction. So if you let go of the mouse, it goes to show you the preview. If you click and hold, it will show you the original. So you can see there it's actually done a pretty good job of getting rid of the noise. So I'm actually quite happy with that straight away, and normally Neat Image is quite good at that. You can always add a little bit of sharpening to the luminance channel if you want, just to add a bit more detail back, but as it goes I'm going to leave that for now, and we'll go and compare it to the 100 ISO image. So if I click apply, it will then apply all those settings to the image as a total, and once it's done that, we'll, like I said, put them side by side just to see and have a comparison to see whether the noise Neat Image has done a very good job. If it has, I'd be happy to upload that shot. So on the left is the 100 ISO shot, on the right is the 800 ISO shot, and you can see now it's made quite a bit of difference and got rid of quite a bit of that noise, and the chances are that would probably get accepted at most of the microstock agencies. You can see it's taken it out of the wood as well. So for an 800 ISO image, that's not bad at all. So if we just revert this back, you can see there's the noise, and that's it reduced. So we've got pretty close to the 100 ISO image. If you wanted to, you can obviously tweak it a bit more and play with the settings a bit more, but generally the default settings for Neat Image are quite good, and they will get rid of most of the grain for you, so that they will pass the reviewer's eye and get your image accepted more than likely. So if you haven't got a copy of Neat Image or Noise Ninja or anything yet, I'd recommend that you get one, especially if you're going to be uploading a lot of images to stock, because there may be situations where you have to shoot in low light and use high ISO, in which case you probably will get a bit of noise. If you've got it already loaded on your computer, it makes life a lot easier. You just run it through that, or you can batch process a load of images through the Neat Image or Noise Ninja and just upload them without worrying. If they get rejected, then at least you know it's not for noise. So if you haven't got a copy, we've got a couple of links below this video. Just go and have a read up, have a look, and get hold of a copy, and that's that. Hope that helps, and here's to clean images, and we'll see you soon.